Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and remember, today in Warframe we have the weekly reset for June 29th to July, I believe, 6th. And that's right, if you've done the Hex, if you've caught up on the story, if you've done your Kim, I guess, chats and everything, you will get these beautiful cutscenes when you open up the game. So hey, if that's something you want, there you go. To be fully known, accepted, embraced. Poggers, dude. What? That's so hype. Either way, that is the beginning of the weekly reset today. So yeah, keep that in mind. There's a couple other things. Warframe hasn't made an official post about it yet, but there are universal Twitch drops starting July 3rd in Warframe. And that means you can pretty much watch anyone. I think it says 5 p.m. PT is the start time. And they'll have some weird glyphs such as registered losers glyph, bip bop, or is it bop bip? So there's going to be a couple things there. So just keep that in mind. All starts July 3rd at 5 p.m. PT. And then after 2 weeks' time, we'll have TennoCon with all of the free Valkyr Prime drops and everything there. So expect a full video on that going up Monday or something. As for the Archon hunts, Archon shards this week, we have a yellow Archon shard. These ones I tend to use for cast speed, but hey, not too bad. So remember to subdue your Archon Naira and everything, and then you should be good to go. Not too bad there. With the release of Isleweaver, everyone, that's still in game. We have Operation 8claw for 16 and a half more days, but we still have the circuit in Warframe. And with that, we have Incarnon, Soma Incarnon, Vasto Incarnon, Nami Solo Incarnon, and the Burstin Incarnon. So let's talk about all of the Incarnons right now. I myself tend to use Burstin or Soma Incarnon out of all of these. Burstin, it does this lovely thing, awaken this weapon's ability to gain an auto-fire mode, deal radial heat damage with each shot in Incarnon form. Turns it into a little AoE radial heat explosive shot, and I must say, it's a pretty good weapon. The Soma just turns into a better Soma, essentially. Ability to increase weapon status and multi-shot while slow rate in Incarnon form. Still fires pretty fast, and overall it's pretty good. Akinbrun's interesting, send forth Spectral Axe during aerial and slide attacks in Incarnon form. So if you like this weapon, it is just an overall upgrade to it, of course, so go for that if you like that. Vasto Incarnon, awaken Incarnon's ability, rapidly empty its entire magazine in Incarnon form. I didn't love or hate the Vasto. I used it a little bit, but it's nothing that I really personally cared for. And the Nami Solo is overall pretty good. The base one has an increase of 3 range, so it's actually a really good Incarnon overall. So if you're looking for a melee, it might be a solid choice for just a strong, hard-hitting melee, to be honest. Plus you get good base crit, base status, stuff like that. So go for whichever upgrade you want here. But either way, I myself love the Burstin and the Soma Incarnon out of these the most, because I use other melee Incarnons because they're all pretty similar. Either way, if you've gone through the full rotation before, grabbed some loot before, then you should be able to choose through some melee, pistol, rifle ribbon mods. So not a bad choice there. But hey, those are the Incarnons for this week in Warframe. And again, I don't think it's anything too terrible, so yeah, not too bad. If we look at regular Warframes on the circuit, we can see that we have Saren, Vauban, and Nova. Now, I don't think a lot of these are too terrible. Saren, you do Keladithame on Maro Sedna, and she's a pretty straightforward fight if we're being completely honest. She's not bad at all. Vauban is acquired. He is a Nightwave, I think. Yeah, Nightwave. You just get Vauban acquired via Nightwave credits. So Vauban's incredibly easy to farm as well. And then Nova is a pretty early game Warframe. If we look at it, it's Raptor's assassination on Nama Europa, and I don't think there's anything really special about that fight either, so none of these Warframes are that hard to farm. Maybe Vauban's annoying because you have to spend Nightwave credits, so maybe grab that, but I mean, you'll grab a lot of Nightwave credits no matter what. So maybe pick Nova, maybe pick Saren. Legitimately, just pick whichever one you don't actually have at this point, which, you know, should be kind of straightforward for you. So yeah, remember to do that. As always, everyone, remember to like and sub if you want to support the channel. Comment down below how you're liking Isleweaver so far. I myself have 100% farmed up base Isleweaver, and now I only have reasons to farm it for the Operation 8 Claws event, so I'm pretty much done. Little funny that mainline Warframe updates aren't really that big anymore, but I don't know. Judge it as you will. If we continue on in Nightwave, we'll be able to see almost done, everybody. If you're caught up, another 1, maybe 2 more weeks and we're all completely done. This is how caught up I am without doing every single daily, so keep that in mind. Missions, the regular kill enemies, kill 15 missions, and kill 30 Xmas, and kill 30 at 15 missions, same thing. Exchange 10 Riven Slivers for a Riven mod. Okay, so there's actually a good reason to go to Iron Wake this week. 100%, not bad, not bad. Destroy 0 to 3 Necromech Vault Guardians. Just do the high tier level 3 Necromech Vault and you're good to go because it spawns 3 Necromech. So go down to Deimos, do a stage 3 highest level Isolation Vault, and you should be good to go. Complete 3 Sabotage missions. Sorry, I'm trying to yawn, that was rough. But that's one simple, just 3 Sabotage missions. Complete 3 Capture missions, easy. Pierce, kill 2 enemies or more with a single bow shot, and then sell any item in your inventory for credits. So simple dailies as well. Not really too bad. As for mods, we have, Metamorphic Magazine for the Gorgon. That one's actually really nice. It's a good magazine capacity, okay, ammo maximum, and I don't think it's anything insane, but it's pretty interesting. Deadeye Aura, Enemy Radar Aura, Loot Detector Aura. Okay, Combat Reload, not bad. Tigress. You have Critical Mutation on the Catabalist, which is really good. Each kill increases crit chance and crit damage by 30% up to 300%, reduces by 30% when fewer 3 or more enemies are struck by grenade explosion. So yeah, no, it's actually a really good one overall. Would recommend. Xmas Advantage on the Zylock. Okay. It's a very valid ability mod to use on the Zylock because you just get a lot of headshot damage increase. Well, it's like headshot 4 damage increase, so grab that for your Zylock. Nyx Singularity, nice, grab that. Volt Recharge Barrier. Prism Guard for Mirage. Oh, Prism Guard's great, grab that. And then Focused Acceleration or the Tetra. All in all, not terrible. Here we have more general skins, because that's just how it is, right? Dual Kara Solstice, look really pretty. Ancient Scroll text, helmets, and everything. Saturn 6 shoulder pads, ooh. So grab any of that if you need it. Remember to swing by on your account to check if you need anything there. And then for the miscellaneous stuff, it looks like Wolf of Saturn 6. You got the Dark Dagger blueprint. Oh, only 1 weapon this week. Not bad. It's generally MR fodder, but it's a good status weapon at a lower MR because it's radiation, so yeah, not terrible. But there's nothing massive this week at Nightwave, so keep that in mind. That is everything in the Nightwave shop for this week, everybody. Love it or hate it. Yeah, let me know. Continuing on in Warframe is Warframe 1999 Weekly. And not bad, it's Kaya's birthday, wish her a happy birthday. Now, first and foremost, kill 150 Scaldra troops. You're actually probably good to do that in an Exterminate, but if you still want, you can do it in a Survival. But hey, Melee Arcane Adapter or 2000 Kuva. Probably grab the Melee Arcane Adapter for sure. Kill enemies with melee weapons. Oh, just do a Survival and kill them, or sorry, an Exterminate, Tech Rod, or Scaldra and kill them with melee. Probably Tech Rod on that one. Then you have, there's only 1 upgrade on this one. Usually there's 2, okay. Right? Maybe I'm crazy. No, I'm crazy. All restoration effect provided or pickup increase, 20% crit melee, increased magazine capacity. Honestly, go with whatever you want. I'd probably go with magazine capacity, just because it's kind of nice having. But all the other ones are also valid, so yeah, go with whatever you like. Oh, a Violet Archon Shard or a Built Forma. So both are good and valid picks depending on what you're looking for. A lot of people might want the Archon shard because you can only get so many per week, but some people also might want the Forma because you can only really build one per day. So pick whichever one you need. I'd probably go with the Forma because I think I'm more Forma starved right now. And I gotta make some videos on some of the new weapons, so it might take a little bit, but yeah. Kill 20 Xmas, just do a Skuldress, Exterminator, Techrot, Exterminate. I don't think that one's a big deal, it should be easy. Hey, Orkin Reactor Blueprint. Hell yeah, that's actually really good with Raxi just coming out, so grab that there if you need. It is Letty's birthday, cool. Kill 500 Techrot, do a Techrot survival. Just easier that way. Endo or Arcane Enhancements, choose the Endo, but hey, if you really want the Arcane, go for it. Lastly, hit and split, melee crits, chance to increase attack movement speed. Magnetic status effects also pull in enemies from 1 meter per stack. Shoot health orbs to pick them up. Health orbs now have a 25% duplicate chance when picked up. I'd probably just go with the melee one also. Yeah, I don't really love a lot of these, the melee crit ones. Just simplest, but probably go with that one. Now for the final 1999 winter, kill enemies with kill enemies with abilities is annoying. Techrot makes it easiest. You can use really strong Warframes like Dante. I always use Protea because I love Protea. Any Warframe Saren that has general abilities that kill enemies, use those. I think you can use exalted weapons on Warframe, such as like Excal's Blade 2 and maybe Valkyr's 4th now that she's been updated, so try that as well. Here we have Minerva's birthday. Good for her. Happy birthday. Sorry about what happened to you in Isleweaver, Minerva. Ooh. Then you have Destroy 1 tank. Yeah, it should be pretty easy for a lot of people. AoE power gains. Increase ability strength. And then you have Hex Boost Override. Increase melee crit chance. And then all restorations effects provided by orb pickup increased. I'd probably go with AoE's power gain just to have more ability strength. It's just useful overall. And then last but not least, Arcane Enhancement double packs or 3-day drop chance resource booster. I guess 3-day drop chance resource booster, probably. I mean, that's the general one you'd want to pick out of that. Either way, let me know what you'd do. Whether you actually like the Warframe 1999 weeklies or not, or if you just plan to not run them because you're too busy with Isleweaver. Hey, who knows? If anyone's wondering, for Isleweaver progress, we are at 19%. This is the overall, I think... Yeah, I think this is the overall tiers for all of Warframe, and then this is your clan tier, so yeah, keep that in mind. So it's gonna be a rough one. We'll see how everyone ends up doing, but it's gonna be a rough one. Either way, let's take a look at Bird 3 and the Warframe Warframe Elite Deep Archimedea. Because as you always know, there is loot to be found on Sanctum Anatomica Deimos. Okay, once we actually load in and run over here, we'll be able to see that our friendly neighborhood Bird 3 through shiny treasures, hey, it has a Crimson Archon shard. It's not really that bad. Might be a good idea to pick one up if you're low on Crimson Archon shards, but hey, other than that, there you go. We do have Survival, Alchemy, Assassination, okay, with the weekly nerfs being max ammo in all weapons reduced by 75%, sucks. Shield recharge delay increased by 500%, lose 2 energy per second for each enemy within 10 meters of you, and max health reduced each time health damage is taken. So, yeah, that friggin' sucks, man. Either way, continue on. Survival with Parasitic Towers. Life Support Towers only activate after 20 enemies be killed within 15 meters radius of them. Enemies' health slowly regenerates, and then finally, allies within 4 meters of slain enemies endure reduced movement speed and parkour velocity. Interesting. Alchemy. Xmas units always drop amphors, but they're the only units that drop them. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Devil's Bargain. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies gain 25% fire rate at the cost of ammo efficiency. Aw, that with undersupplied just really sucks. Rupturing Fragments. Replace Shuffling Fragments. Okay, not bad. Assassination, Coordinated Front. Xmas units support the Fragmented Tide in its final form. Okay. Rogue Culverins equipped weapons that deal 5x damage to Overguard and Necromax. Okay. And as Rogue Arachnids charge attacks, they pull Warframes towards them. Honestly, none of these seem too terrible. You have use of your gear wheel, your operator. You can use hopefully decent enough weapons. I mean, my choice of weapons, I can use nothing great here, but I guess I'll use that EFV8 Mars. I can use a couple of those. Throw on my Stalda. Melee with Azar, the Keratinos. Hopefully y'all have some good luck. I at least have Gyre or Frost or Nyx, so all usably good Warframes one way or another. So that is Burr 3 and Elite Deep Archimedea for this week, everyone. Hey, sweet misclick. After that, we'll take a look at Teshin on Steel Path, see if he actually has anything. We'll like Teshin for the Steel Path of Honor Shop, because as you may or may not know, you can always go to Teshin weekly at a relay. Like Teshin, pretty cool guy hanging out at the relays every week, just chilling there, ready to give us loot. But last week is Umbra Forma week, so probably won't have anything amazing this week with Teshin. Just warning ya, okay? Just warning ya. If we take a look at the Steel Path of Honor Shop, we can see it's just as it's like Riven Cipher. 50,000 Kuva though, not bad. So I know a lot of people like that sweet 50k Kuva. It's a good amount of loot. I'll pick it up myself. And also Veiled Riven Ciphers are nice to pick up as well. So yeah, grab that if you need. Of course, stands for a blueprint. Woot woot. Grab all of that loot if you truly need that. Next up, we'll quickly take a look at Acrithis over here on the Dorma Zone. Reminder, the Warframe event is through Acrithis as well on the Dorma Zone, so get that done if you need to. Remember to, again, go to Iron Wake to spend your Riven Slivers since it's a Nightwave objective this week. But Acrithis should have some decent loot. If you go to Kurlevo's Archives, browse wares, I think it's not Kurlevo's Archives, but Enigma Archives. No, it is just regular browse wares. Sorry. Regular browse wares has all of the Pathos Clamps items that you can get. So like Forma Blueprint, Shotgun Ribbon Mod, Forma, right? Orkin Catalyst Blueprint, right? That's something that's pretty good. Would probably recommend picking up one of those. Some Kuva, stuff like that. Primary Arcane Adapter, not too shabby for some Pathos Clamps. So always check out Acrithis daily. She has some different Arcanes of Dubiri that swap out. But either way, that's not too bad. Remember, though, that she also has the Scuttler Husk Araxia shop there. And Dominus Rax for the next couple of weeks has the Return Dominus Eris event currency here, where you can quite easily buy a lot of Pathos Clamps, limited of 100, and all of the lovely, lovely Arcanes and everything. So remember, you can still do that. That's still a thing. Either way, that is the weekly loot for Acrithis. Now, let's check out the final thing for the Warframe reset this week, which is Elite Temporal Archimedea. I don't actually have to go in there. Don't know why I'm clicking in there. So if we just go run out here, skittle, scuttle, skipper, scapper, we proto frames, Kaya Velasco, boom! Temporal Archimedea, everybody. Exterminate, Hell Scrub Techrot into Assassination. Bum bum bum. Really, not the worst. Okay, we have undersupplied, max ammo, all weapons reduced 75%. And then we have using an ability opens a void rift nearby. Oh shit. Transference into operator and drifter is blocked. That sucks, especially for the assassination. And then ammo restored by drops in gears reduced 75%. Oh, so they're legitimately taking away every little bit of ammo that you have. That's rude as hell. Luckily I have Saren this week, so I can just kill everyone. With the exterminate, we have Cache Crash. Consequences of opening a supply cache are active from the start and will intensify once it is opened. Failure to open any supply cache doubles the kill count required to finish the mission. Yeah, that's going to be a little rough. Heavy Warfare. Enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Enemies will drop heavy ammo packs, and heavy weapons recall time reduced to 5 seconds. Okay? Slain enemies burst with void energy. Cool, very rude, but honestly not the worst, I guess. Remember to do your cache on that one. Sporogenesis. Techrot tumors appear near Hell Scrubbers, increasing rate of life support decay with each active tumor. Okay. Post-mortal surges. Slain enemies burst with void energy. God, all the void energy. And then finally, myopic munitions. Enemies will only take damage if a player is within 15 meters of them. Oh my god. This is going to be a rough one. Now we have the assassination. Thermion plating. Ah! Only Thermion RPGs can damage the tank. Reinforcements that carry Thermion RPGs will arrive during the fight. Ah, it's still a pain in the ass, okay? Still a pain in the ass. Enemies will only take damage of players within 15 meters of them, and then Bold Ventures. Enemies deal less damage, but take more damage, gain movement speed, attack speed, and fire rate. Okay, not bad, everybody, not bad. Let me know what you think of this week in Warframe. More importantly, though, we have the Twitch drop starting July 3rd, so there's a lot of cool stuff this week and a lot of things to farm. Since I'm getting all caught up on Isleweaver, probably end up running the weekly Warframe stuff later in the week once we have Twitch drops and everything. But yeah, hope this helped everyone. Thank you for joining, subbing, liking, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.